You're listening to a Mamamia podcast.
Mamamia acknowledges the traditional owners of land and waters that this podcast is recorded on. Hello and welcome to Cancelled, the lazy girl's guide to bizarre celebrity cancellations. It's Jessie and Claire here, and Merry New Year's, as they say. Thank you for joining us in 2025. I just know celebrities are going to do some stupid shit this year, and it's going to be very, very helpful to this little podcast of ours.
Sometimes we're like, what if we run out?
And it's just never a problem.
It's just not an
Someone
issue.
pops up and we're like, thank you.
Yes.
We knew you'd miss us over the summer break, so we're not going to go anywhere. We're putting on a hot pod summer. Kind of the opposite of what you might expect from us. We love a holiday. But Mamamia is releasing a bunch of new episodes across all of our podcasts. Just a note, if you've got a lazy girl story for us, can you please send it over via email, which we'll put in our show notes, or you can DM us on Instagram at @the_twins_thoughts. Maybe you have a lazy girl habit, something you do every single day, a story from years ago. We are obsessed with them. Please take the time on this holiday break to do the thing you've been meaning to do, which is send us your lazy girl story.
Today, we need to talk about Bennifer. We recorded this episode knowing it was only a matter of time before they announced their divorce.
It was 1 week.
Yes.
1 week. For Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, entering the cancelled courtroom together is just another collab to add to their long list of projects.
Before Bennifer even existed, they starred in a terrible movie called Gigli.
Gigli.
Skip forward 20 years and they've rekindled their love, married and made a few more films like This Is Me, Now, and The Love Story Never Told. This is a moment from our big episode on Bennifer, the couple that simply created too much content.
This Is Me, Now. I don't know how to tell you what this is about. I watched it this morning. I had it on in the background. I had it on. Luna was just crawling around and I was trying to watch it. It's the first film she's ever been exposed to.
And she stopped and said, "What is this?
What the fuck is this? Make it end." I was like, honey, I don't know. It's a visual album, but it has like a script. It's also a musical. And there's a wedding and too many famous people are in it. And there is a line that she wrote, because she wrote the script, that says, "She's smart. She's beautiful. Why does she always need to be with someone?" Which I respect. Jen. I watched it. And in terms of the celebrity cameos, I was like, this is so interesting because it's an insight into who can't say no.
Exactly, because everyone was asked. Everyone.
Lizzo said, no, I can't do that.
If I was a Hollywood person, would I have been in it? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Trevor Noah was there.
The idea of hurting Jen's feelings when she seems like a sweet person.
Okay, so there's This Is Me Now.
And then
there's also The Greatest Love Story Never Told, which is the documentary about This Is Me Now.
Yeah.
So in The Greatest Love Story Never Told, we learn that she did ask a lot of celebrities and she got really upset when they said no. And then they were like, oh, so-and-so says that they're at a wedding. And she's like, call them. Like she's just forcing them to be in her movie. And then she's like, it's because they don't like the script. And then she gets very sad.
Well, in one scene, the casting director says to her, "We sent out all the offers last night to everybody. We're waiting to hear back from a few people." And then a voice off camera says, "Taylor Swift is a no. Jason Momoa is not available. Jennifer Coolidge not available. Lizzo not available." Then someone asked JLo if she wants Vanessa Hudgens, by the way, and she responds, "For what?" Before another
Beggars can't be choosers.
Babe, before another person says she's not available. At another point, Jennifer says it'd be good to get Bad Bunny to do a little cameo as the bad kid, and she's then told Ariana Grande is unavailable. She's in London until September. And when they're talking about her famous friends being busy, she says, "I don't want to force anybody to do this who doesn't go, this is going to be fun. Nobody wants to say no to me." I get that. But when an actor doesn't like a script or doesn't think it's good enough or is worried about it, that's what they'll say. I know that. I've done it.
So don't push them. Don't push them, mate. When they say no to your script, don't want to be in your film.
Well, the other thing she says, because apparently Khloe Kardashian was supposed to make a cameo and it didn't happen, and she says, people are scared to put themselves out there. I get it. It took me a long time. I'm scared. I don't think that's it, babe. You're talking about Taylor Swift. She's put herself out there plenty.
Taylor Swift's scared of the power of the platform.
That J-Lo
Of
would
the
offer her.
story.
Honestly, it gives me a lot of respect. Like knowing that somebody like Lizzo got a call and then said, no.
What I respect is that a call was made to Lizzo.
Yeah.
That's what I respect. Because just for some context, she writes this album, This Is Me Now. And it was about, because This Is Me Then was written when she was first with Ben, and she only writes albums when she's with Ben. She didn't write an album in like 20 years. Anyway, she writes This Is Me Now. She's like, okay, yep, I want to tell this story. I'm going to make it like this movie visual album. And some distributor is like, yeah, cool, we'll give you some money. And then they pull it and they're like, actually, I think they saw the script, but they were like, this doesn't make us any money.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce's thing didn't make us money. This isn't a good business move for us. And then she realizes that she's got to fund it, but that's not the answer. You don't have to I would just pull.
Sometimes we're told no because the answer is no. So it's a 3-part multimedia project.
What is that?
$20 million of her own money. And the description says it examines and plays with her life as a serial romantic. And she says it's a 20-year project. But we can't say it's a 20-year project just because we don't do anything else for 20 years.
Yeah.
Were we working on it for 20 years?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is a literal astrophysicist. He writes books about traveling to space. He has a species of frog named after him. Why is he in J-Lo's movie?
He could have done so much science.
We are Zodiacal Council, but the stars hold all the power.
When she did The Greatest Love Story Never Told, except all she does is tell it, she wanted to tell the story in all mediums immediately available to her.
Yes.
Right? At one point she brings this book in that Ben gifted her, which has all their emails from 2002. And they interview someone who's like, we were allowed to touch the letters. I don't believe it. And it's like, is J-Lo making this film too? And did she make you say that? And these people think they are touching a diary
Of great historical
of
significance.
Winston Churchill and not a printed out email from Ben.
You've been showing all the musicians all the letters that, and they were like, yeah, we call you Pen Affleck. And I was like, oh my God.
She exclaims, I don't expect anyone to get this. Like, what? Why are you making it? Because she wants people to believe in love, she says. Don't you see? My favourite scene, she has to leave the set and everyone's chasing her, asking questions because she's the boss, and she's just like, it's very Jenny from the Block, like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed, and she's getting in a car that's like actually a truck.
And it's very like, oh my gosh, this project is huge. And it's like, you solely are responsible for this. You can pull the plug at any point.
At any point you can go, this is too much. She's like, I have to go. And I'm like, where, Jen? This is your project, your only project, except for the documentary you're making about this project. But someone is filming that documentary now because I'm watching The Greatest Love Story Never Told, okay? Then there's another documentary I found called Ben and Jen Never Say Never. Which is confusing because Justin Bieber's documentary is called Never Say Never.
That is confusing.
The timeline reads like a soap opera. 2 decades filled with hot romance, heartbreak, multiple marriages, broken engagements, and 5 children between them. The love story of pop icon Jennifer Lopez and movie star Ben Affleck began with a movie set meeting in 2002, which waved its way to the altar 20 years later. Share the secrets of pink diamonds, a racy yacht video, and bubble bath proposal. So this is the third, like, these 2 people have been together for like a combined 11 months over 2 engagements, and I have to watch 3 movies about them on Amazon Prime
And 1 album.
and 1 album.
2 albums.
It's hard because with The Greatest Love Story Never Told, there aren't any stakes because it's just Jen's money and she's making a documentary. And I'm like, whether you lose it all or you don't, you're still Jennifer Lopez and you're with Ben Affleck. So I'm not rooting for you. I just don't think you've got much to lose.
Yeah. She says at one point in the documentary about the movie, she says, I have good intentions. I just don't want it to suck. And that's all of us with creative pursuits.
So well
But-
said.
Honey, does. And then Ben says, that's just inexperience. You haven't done this before, because he has made films. And he's
kept
like,
his distance.
And he was like, nah, it's great, babe. It's really good.
Divorce rumours. A few months after The Greatest Love Story Never Told, and This Is Me Now, was released, rumours emerged that Ben and Jen were separating, which sucks in terms of timing. I'm going to give you a bit of a timeline about what has happened in the last, honestly, 4 or 5 months. It's May 6th, 2024. J-Lo is at the Met Gala. No Ben in sight. To that I say, Ben would hate the Met Gala. Is it that unusual that he's not there? May 12, her and Ben do not spend Mother's Day together. May 14, J-Lo is house hunting without Ben. May 15, there are reports that Ben has moved out. May 16, Ben pictured leaving his new residence where he's living alone, but he's wearing his wedding ring.
Okay.
J-Lo then likes a post on Instagram. Claire, I would like you to just give listeners a gist of the post that Jennifer Lopez liked on May the 16th.
From her account. You cannot build a healthy relationship with someone who lacks integrity and emotional safety, doesn't respect your time, doesn't think it's important to call/text back in a respectable time frame.
He's not texting her.
Lacks effective communication skills.
He's talking to his friends.
Doesn't
the
know
strippers.
who they are or what they want. Devil's advocate. Maybe she's talking about one of her other husbands.
No.
She could be talking about another husband.
No, current husband. Well, it's funny you say that, though, because I think a few days later, they're photographed together at a school play of one of the children wearing their wedding rings.
There you go.
Things get weirder. 2 days after that, they're spotted in a car together. And then Ben's phone starts ringing and his screen is visible to the paps. Have you heard this?
Yeah, I've seen the picture.
And it reads Jennifer Affleck.
Wait, but
she's right there. It's like a glitch in the Matrix. I don't understand.
Oh, that is weird. That is weird. No, I saw memes about it, but I didn't see the original.
Yeah, it's Jennifer. Jen is right there. The rumours ramp up with sources telling people Ben hates all attention and it makes him very uncomfortable. Jennifer has always had a different approach. I don't appreciate the blaming Jennifer.
No.
Not one bit.
He knew who she was.
She has never changed. This is me. Then. This is me now. This
I
is
have
me
always been
later.
me.
Like she's clear. A journalist then asks Jen outright if they're separated. Love that journalist.
Me too.
Take him on for the team.
Doing God's work.
J-Lo says, you know better than that.
Oh,
Then they're holding hands.
she's heartbroken.
Then Lopez announced that she would not be doing her summer tour as planned, which is a This Is Me Now tour. She's not doing it.
That's like a huge part of promoting her 3-part $20 million self-funded project.
Well, she's not doing it because she has to spend time with her family.
Oh, no.
And she's sorry. By the time she tours it, it's not even going to be her now anymore.
It's going to be her then.
Again. Then they put their $60 million house on the market.
Oh.
In June, Ben is on Kevin Hart's podcast and basically says he hates all the attention.
I'm also a little bit shy. I also don't like a lot of attention. This is why people see me and they're like, well, this dude always mad. He's always bored. Because somebody has their camera and sticking in my face.
You have rest face. Do you know what that is?
I have resting hard face.
No.
He says paparazzi can take pictures of him. He doesn't give a fuck if they're taking pictures of Jen, but not his kids. Then he takes his wedding ring off, and then the next day it's back on. July 20, Lopez has a Bridgerton-themed birthday party. I have in brackets, fun. And Ben doesn't come.
That would slap. The only thing I will say about the Bridgerton-themed birthday party was it girls only. It feels like a gals event.
Well, Ben wasn't there.
Okay.
I don't think he'd like dressing up. But July 27, Ben Affleck goes rogue and purchases a 5-bedroom home in LA for a cheeky $20 million. My question is, why do you need a home if you already have a home with J-Lo? To listen to that entire episode, just click the link in our show notes. In that episode, we're investigating the time that Ben had a simple thirst for water and ended up in a strip club quenching said thirst. Is that a crime? Absolutely not. Did he take the wrong turn? Did he mean to land in that stripper's lap? Only we know for sure. Also, you may have seen the sad Ben phenomenon. But can we punish him simply because he doesn't smile a lot in public? Yes. We conducted a full risk assessment on their relationship. Listen to that full episode via the link in our show notes. We're recancelling 3 things every week over the summer break, including celebrities, TV shows, celebrity couples, and press tours, because we need to keep the investigations running. You can find videos from the podcast and evidence of celebrity crimes on our Instagram @thetwins_thoughts or on TikTok @cancelledthepodcast. Bye. Bye.